Yeah, social media sometimes creates this image of thinking like, oh, you have to snap back and look exactly what you looked like before you had a baby, or even better. And if you're not getting a surgery, then you just need to work out and make sure your body is slim thick. It's hard to let go of what was and accept what is. Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jenny. If you are new here, welcome. If you're into lifestyle content and just want to be a part of my journey as being a wife and a young mom to two, go ahead and subscribe and join in. I post videos weekly, and today, as you guys can tell by the title, you already know what I'm about to be discussing. Yeah, first up, let me take a sip. Let me take a sip of my Monster. If you have not had this, if you're a Monster gal, this flavor right here, Ultra Paradise, it tastes like, I don't even know. It tastes like candy. Like, legit tastes like candy. It tastes so good. I usually get, like, Josh and I usually drink, like, the white can or the silver can, whatever. I'm kind of colorblind, but I think it's white. And it has, like, a gray trim. That one's pretty good, but sometimes it be tasting like you're drinking legit crack. I don't know what crack tastes like, but that's what I would imagine it would taste like. But this, I like this one and the orange one, but I like this one better. Amen. This is so good. Amen. So let's get into it. Okay, so as you guys know, if you don't know, I'm 23. I'm married, about to be married for 3 years in August 2nd this year. So that's exciting. But I'm also a mom, and I have a 6-month-old and a 2-year-old. Oh my goodness. Have you guys heard that little audio on TikTok where it's like, I was hyped tweeting? That's how I feel sometimes, some days, juggling the fact that I have like an infant and a toddler. 2 different complete stages. Like, let's just talk about that for a quick second, because oh my goodness, no one tells you how hard it is to juggle. But actually, people do. They do tell you that. Are you about to be a 2 under 2 mom or a 2 under 3 mom? Good luck. Y'all was not freaking lying. But anyway, we get it through. I love them both, and I wouldn't have done it any other way, but it does come with its challenges for sure. So I wanted to talk about, I feel like I don't talk about much about body image, how I feel about my body after, going through 2 pregnancies, and just the journey with that. And I feel like sometimes social media has a funky way of making you, or making the viewers, consumers, feel as if bruh, I'm telling you, the neighbor does not take days off. He is always working on his dang lawn. This is what happens when you're retired. You just do things for no reason. Because, like, what are you doing? Let me see what goes on there. Anyway, as I was really interrupted by this guy who just does not know how to relax and just enjoy the birds chirping. But I feel like social media sometimes creates this image of thinking like, oh, you have to snap back and look exactly what you looked like before you had a baby, or even better. And if you're not getting a surgery, then you just need to work out and make sure your body is slim thick. Because it's so, you know what, let's talk about it. I get super irritated, or I'm just very passionate about this topic. Like, I can't stand when creators will post videos, being vulnerable, showing what their body looks like after realistically having a baby, because like every woman is different. Every lady is different, how they snap back. And like also too, I feel like snap back is such a it's a hard word, because for me personally, like, I think I just have not fully, if I'm being real honest with y'all, I feel like I have not fully accepted that the body that I had before pregnancy, before kids, will more than likely never exist again. And when I think of snapback, I think of that person. I'm gonna insert a picture. I think of this girl when I think of my snapback, and then I see where I am now. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it is very hard. Some days are easier than others. Like, some days I'm like, oh, okay, like, this body created life, like we out here, point blank period. And then other days I'm like, bruh, like I will give my own self a BBL, like I will give myself a tummy tuck, pass me the knives. Like I'm not even playing with y'all. Like I went through a phase when I first had Gianna. Okay, let's see, before pregnancy I weighed about 100, barely reaching 100. So pretty small. And right now I weigh about like 135, 136. It be teeter-tottering depending on how much I ate that day. So obviously that's a weight change for sure. And I feel like a lot of the weight is in like my stomach, and then obviously like my thighs have gotten bigger and my arms and everything. That just kind of naturally just happened. But it's hard. My mother-in-law is downstairs, she's cooking and stuff, so if you hear a little that's why. It's hard to let go of what was and accept what is and love yourself for what is, even if you want to improve and change it. So after I had Gianna, I was like really wanting to get a BBL. This is before, like I knew I would have more kids, but this is before Kimry was like even like a thought at the time. So I really wanted to get plastic surgery done. And I know a lot of people are really against plastic surgery, and I can understand why, but I'm not against anyone who gets it done, and I'm not fully against if I were to get it done. I don't really know how I feel about it. Like part of me is like, yeah girl, just go under the knife. And then the other part of me is like, bro, like you have never worked out consistently in your life. Like you don't even know what results could happen if you just dedicated time and worked out. Also part of me is like, the recovery. I have seen so many videos, like I did so many research, or I have looked up so many things on like the healing process and all of that. Like I would never have wanted to get anything drastically done. I just wanted like a flat tummy, right? So I was like, oh, I'm gonna get like a tummy tuck maybe. Now this is what I think about. Now I'm like, do I want to get a tummy tuck? But then what also like replays back in my head is that I've never actually consistently worked out, so I really just don't know what my body is capable of doing. And a part of me is like, bro, I just want that body back that I had before pregnancy, but having the kids too, if that makes sense. So everyone is different. Some people can have a child and look like they never had a child. Some people will have a kid and people on social media would just be like, oh my god, are you still pregnant? Like I get those comments all the time, but I'd be the type to delete it because my emotional sanity just cannot. I can't. I'm not at that point of confidence where I could just read it and be like like I'm not. It's so hard. I hate that people comment on other creators' pages or just people in general on social media and be like, oh my gosh, you look pregnant. Oh my gosh, you look like you're pregnant with twins. And they'll be like not even pregnant, never even had a child, not even thinking about having a kid. Or even people that just had a child. Like it's just so, postpartum first off is such a hard thing to deal with mentally. And like, can we just be real? Like these people that post the videos, they see their bodies every single day. They know what they look like. They don't need like rude comments to remind them. Like when I see comments of like, oh, you look pregnant, like, can we be for real? I know that I have a stomach punch. I look at it and I promise you, I criticize myself 10 times more than your comment and you commenting it every video could ever do. But like, it's a part of being on social media. I get it. Like when you post yourself and you're vulnerable on social media, you also have to be accepting of the fact that people are going to be nice. Some people are going to be mean. Some people will be harsh and it will make you cry. Like, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot. But the real, I think it's like, I don't mind the weight that I gained. I have now accepted the fact that I will probably never be 100 pounds again, and I'm okay with that. I don't really have a specific number that I need to be. I just have a certain look that I want. But I know that if I don't want to get surgery, I'm going to have to work my behind off to try and achieve that look if I can get that look. And I don't know, I always kind of circle back to like Psalms 139 and how like God created you in your most perfect being and like created you in the womb, counted your days, knows your days and everything. And it's like God knew that I was going to be a mom. God knew that my body would change the way that it is. So I try to think of it in that aspect, like, no, like I am pretty the way that I am now. And if I want to improve certain things, that's not an issue, but I don't need to go and get plastic surgery to change it. But I think social media for me, social media is a great thing, but it can also be a hard thing too as well. I feel like if I wasn't on social media, if social media wasn't such a big thing in life and society, like maybe I wouldn't even care so much about my physical appearance like that. It's just like when you constantly see like all these ladies that had a body, I mean that had a baby, and then like the way that their bodies look like after, and some of them did get work done and they'll like, you know, tell us and stuff like that, or not, as obviously that's their own personal decision. But there are ladies out there who have had a baby and just naturally just snapped back. And I get it, everybody has their own insecurities, right? Like some people are like, oh, I'm too small, I'm too big, or I'm not big enough, or I'm not small enough. Like, you know, everybody has their own issues. I think this is just a real honest talk about what's going on with me postpartum, body-wise, what I'm considering, what I'm not. Like, I kind of consider getting work done sometimes, but I really just don't want to go through the whole, like, recovery time. But bro, let's just be freaking real. Let me take another sip, because let's just be real. I worked out 2 days ago. Kicked my behind. I dang near wanted to throw rocks at the ground because I was running. So in our neighborhood, I don't really go to the gym, right? I think maybe going to the gym may help me, like just changing the whole atmosphere. I don't know. But basically, Josh had me go outside and I was running. First off, I was already embarrassed there because my cheeks were shaking. Like they're like, that's how I felt. And my arms were like, and it was just so like, that humbled me real quick. Like, you know, do you ever, that's another thing. I look back at other videos of myself, because obviously we post on social media so you can look back, and that could be like a great thing and a negative thing. But I was looking back earlier and I was looking at like little videos of when like I first had Gigi, and then like when Gigi's the age that Kimberly is now. And oh my gosh, I just felt so huge. Like I just felt, and I feel huge now. Like I feel big now. I know like I'm smaller now than what I was maybe with Gigi, I think. But I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. So Josh had me running. I was running, and he had me doing these workouts in our backyard while Gigi was like sliding down. And I like was so, I don't know. I feel like my heart and my mind need to be in the right place to do what I need to do. Like I feel like you gotta work out and you want to change your body for yourself, not because of what others may think of you or of, and I think I'm in the zone of like, I want my body to be different because I want it to be different, but also too because I don't like the negative comments I receive about my body, like on social media and stuff like that. And I feel like that's not a place where you should be. Like it should be just for yourself and just for your health. But if I'm being honest, that's where I'm at times. Some days, y'all, I feel so confident that I don't even care. I don't even care. Okay, let's rewind. Not that confident where I'm gonna just walk around like with my belly out, because absolutely not. Absolutely not. I may do it for like a TikTok or whatever to, you know, just be vulnerable to all the moms that have like a mom pooch like me and all that, but you're not gonna see me at Target with my stomach out. You for sure are not gonna see me at Starbucks with my stomach out. I'm gonna be wearing a high-waisted and it's gonna cover. This is the most you're gonna get out of me. But yeah, I don't know. I want to work out, guys. I want to. And I want to just accept my body for the way that it is and love myself for the way that my body is. But it's just hard. It's just hard. If I'm being real about it, it's hard. And also too, I struggle. Like I overly indulge in everything, like sweet things more specifically. Like if I really like something, I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna munch. Like you be feeding me about that. No, I will literally munch away. And that's an issue too when you're trying to work out. You also need to watch what you're eating as well. So it's like a balance of both. So sometimes I'm like, bro, like why don't I just get a BBL, bro? Like I know that you'll have to work out after and stuff, but like let's just be real. At least I'm working out with a flat stomach already. Like right now I would have to work out and see like no change for like a couple months, maybe even longer. Like it's ghetto. It's so ghetto. And I don't know, sometimes I consider it. I think I consider more of getting a tummy tuck than I do of a BBL, but then sometimes I'm like, if I'm already gonna remove the fat, I might as well add it somewhere. Right? Like let's just be real. Why waste the fat that we accumulated? Let's add it somewhere. I don't know, just send prayers for me to, I don't know, I just wanted to post this to be like vulnerable with you guys and to be honest with you guys about it's okay to not like how you look. It's okay. It's okay to be sad about that sometimes. And I know that there are bigger problems in the world. Like there are people dying, there's people starving, there's like so many other big things. But your problem, your thing that bothers you is important too. And I hate that like sometimes social media can kind of make it come off like, oh my god, you're worrying about that. Like there's so many bigger things. And I get that. But like my feelings are valid too. And your feelings are just as valid. So I don't know. Would I get a BBL? Yeah. Am I going to? I don't know. Josh and I have this conversation sometimes where he's like, would you get it still? Because obviously like my mind changes. Sometimes I'm like, no, I'm gonna just be in the gym like rah, 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 rah. And then sometimes I'm like, absolutely not. Because guys, I had a fast metabolism and I feel like I probably still do. But I used to eat so much junk, bro, before pregnancy. I was eating away and you couldn't tell. You wouldn't know unless you hung around me daily. And now it's like, bro, like I be trying to eat less, but like where the weight going? It's still here. It is still here. It's still here. So I don't know, guys. I was supposed to work out yesterday too. I didn't work out. Love that for me. I may work out today. It's so hard. It's more like, bruh, you know when you know what you should be doing, but it's hard to like do it? Like the logical side of me is like, bro, you don't like your stomach, you don't like your weight, stop eating and work out. But it's not that easy. Like if it was that easy, I would have been done that. Like y'all would be seeing me in bikinis and all that, but I'm just struggling. I'm struggling to embrace my body for what it is. And like, don't get me wrong, I know I created two beautiful, not just me, obviously Josh and I created two beautiful little girls out of it, and that is a blessing and I would never take that back. But it is still hard, the fact that I'm not comfortable with my body, with my appearance. Like I feel like also too, I feel like I need to get a new wardrobe, like a new wardrobe that complements my figure right now, even though I want to change it and I want to improve it. I think that's the thing. Like I feel like knowing how to dress with your body type and your body shape is a big game changer. Like I'm out here wearing clothes that I wore when I was pregnant. So first off, it's stretched out. Yeah, let's talk about that. Second off, I need to look up videos. Like I need to figure out like outfits that would look nice on me. Like personally, I think bootcut pants and like high-waisted cargo type pants like really flattering on somebody like me. But I feel like this is a pointless video of nothing, but y'all are my friends. You're all my friends. I'm just telling y'all how I'm feeling and what's been going on with me lately, and it makes me really sad. I just wanted to like just come and talk to you guys about like how just because someone looks confident on social media or on their pictures, you never know what they're struggling behind closed doors. And it's hard. It's hard to, one, talk about it because you never know what type of comments you're going to get from it. But I'm hoping that I can be transparent and vulnerable with you guys and it can encourage someone else that like you're not alone. And you aren't alone. You are beautiful, and it's easier said than done. But I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about some things I'm struggling with, some things I'm considering, may not be considering, and just a little, you know, a little girly chat, because y'all say y'all wanted some more girl chat. So here we are. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And comment down some ways to slim your stomach down without having to do excessive workouts, please. If you know, please comment down.